Once upon a time. Long ago, humans rejected Melazines, and Melazines feared humans. There was one Melazine who became fascinated with human medicine, but no human wanted her help. And there was one girl who liked Melazines, so no humans would make friends with her. So, the Melazine became the girl's friend, and the girl became the Melazine's patient. Your checkup's all done. You are still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melazine. In this game of doctor and patient, a friendship was born. Then, one day, the girl fell ill. The Melazine was the only doctor to arrive on time, but the adults sent her away.
Scram! Melazines can't be trusted!
So just because I'm not human, I can't save my best friend? In desperation, the Melazine approached the frightening witch. She begged and begged until she got a reply.
If you take this potion, concocted of sin, you will gain a human face and grow human limbs. But then, you will lose everything that attracted this friend of yours to you in the first place. Can you accept that?
The Melazine did not hesitate for very long. On a rainy night, a little doctor knocked on the girl's door. The doctor wore a hood and raincoat, maybe to protect her from the rain, but maybe also to hide a
Restream bot
secret.
says YouTube. Winston NGO, hello.
The doctor held the girl's hand and treated her
You arrived
illness
at just the right
just
time.
as she had so many times before. Dawn came, and the little girl's condition improved.
Restream bot
But
says
the
YouTube.
little doctor
Winston
was
NGO, I'm
long
a bit
gone.
late.
Yeah, a
For
little
she
bit
knew
actually.
Her friend would never recognize her again.
That okay. Ooh, it already sounds amazing. These headphones are just too good, honestly.
Dear Monsieur Nervillette, how are you? I haven't written in a while, so I thought I'd send you an update.
Sigewinne.
The Duke tells me that you're always asking after me. Please, don't worry. Everyone at the Fortress of Meripede is really nice to me.
Walsey, we've had it with you!
What even is this? It's completely inedible!
Suck it up and eat it!
The food here is delicious. And
Delicious.
the people are super friendly. The other Melazines come by to visit me sometimes. They're always full of praise for the fortress, and they get along great with everyone here. Sneaky sticker for you. This one's really cute. Let's give it to a cute person. You once said we have to discover the meaning of life for ourselves. I think you're completely right. Life at the fortress is often pretty uneventful, so
Restream
my
bot says
infirmary
YouTube.
is empty a
Winston
lot of
NGO,
the
she was
time.
so sweet in this trailer.
Yeah.
He's down! Ha! Too easy.
But everyone trusts me, which is really great. I really like being a head nurse. Anyway, the Duke and I are planning on taking a trip out, so we'll definitely see you soon.
I look forward to it.
Hope you're not too busy. We're here.
It's medicinal?
Yep, it has a bunch of uses, and medicine's one of them. Our maritime flower in full bloom is a great cure for
Restream bot says YouTube. Winston NGO, it was a small one that'll will probably get more people's attention the close the update comes.
Question.
Yeah.
You can't buy them in the store, but they're not as good. You want maritime flowers? I know a place where there's loads of them. Really pretty ones.
Didn't they do a slight improvement when they released Fontaine? I feel like they did something with the lighting or something when Fontaine was released.
Off we go.
It wasn't huge. The thing is like I've had these headphones for like a couple years now, and it's like they still blow me away every single time. Like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. They make every other pair of headphone that you've ever listened to just sound completely irrelevant. Like, they really do.
Restreambot says YouTube. Winston NGO, she really got a flower stolen and she pulls out a gun.
Yeah.
Not around here. Petals contain all the good stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Get well soon. Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I made some herbal tea with added maritime flowers. It's really refreshing. Wanna try some?
Why didn't you say it was so bitter?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Well, the important thing is that it works.
Oh man. Is this maybe her gameplay or something? Her skill set.
Though I regard the Melazines as my own daughters, I feel that I learn more from their unique perspective on the world than I could
Restreambot
ever
says
teach
YouTube.
to
Oh,
them.
that is-
Winston NGO, Lynette built different.
Sigewinne is one of the Melazines with whom I have
Yeah,
a great
that's
deal
true.
of contact, and I always look forward to seeing her.
Excuse me?
Sigewinne is a medical expert adept in hydrotherapy. Sometimes she makes use of non-traditional equipment, such as her bubble gun, to deliver highly unorthodox treatments. And though I do not fully understand her reasons, I trust her judgment completely. Not everyone adapts well to Fontaine's underwater environments, but Sigewinne always takes good care of those in need. When Sigewinne is in the party, if your active character's health falls below a certain percentage while underwater, they will steadily heal over a short period, with the total amount of healing based on their max HP.
It's not really a problem if you have like a 40,000 health character that you're using underwater.
Additionally, their resistance to all elemental and physical damage will be temporarily decreased. This effect can only be triggered once per set interval. Sigewinne's normal attack can combo up to 3 strikes, dealing physical damage. Her charged attack executes a more precise aimed shot. While aiming, hydro energy accumulates on the arrowhead. After fully charging, Sigewinne will periodically fire slow-moving ministration bubbles toward her target, dealing hydro damage. When released, a fully charged arrow will deal hydro damage to the enemy hit. With her elemental skill, Sigewinne uses her Fortress of Merapede's special issue bubble gun to blow a bolstering bubble bomb, that can stimulate blood flow and help patients drift off to sleep. The bolstering bubble bomb bounces between nearby enemies, dealing hydro damage upon hit based on Sigewinne's max HP. While bouncing, it also heals all nearby party members, except for Sigewinne herself, by an amount based on her max HP. The bubble bomb will disappear after several bounces, healing Sigewinne based on her max HP. When no enemies are present, the bubble bomb will bounce around nearby.
Restreambot says
Only
you too.
one of Sigewinne's
Winston NGO, how
bolstering
much
bubble
did they pay
bombs
the
may
actor for
exist
Nuvolet
at
to conduct
once.
her case?
I know.
Hold her elemental skill to enter aiming mode and boost the bolstering bubble bomb to an even bigger, more breathtaking size. The bolstering bubble bomb grows in size by up to 2 tiers as the skill is held.
It's interesting because even though Genshin Impact is a game made over and everything in China, they do all of their trailer stuff on YouTube over in English. So it's very interesting. It's definitely made for an English-speaking audience.
Each tier increasing both the damage dealt and the healing provided. After releasing, the bubble shrinks in size by 1 tier after each bounce until it returns to its normal size. When weaker enemies are hit by big bolstering bubble bombs, they will be locked in place and unable to move. Sigewinne's elemental skill also generates a number of source water droplets nearby. Each droplet she collects will grant her a bond of life worth a percentage of her max HP. When Sigewinne's bond of life is cleared, she will regain elemental energy. The quantity of elemental energy regained depends on the amount of bond of life cleared and is subject to a limit. At set intervals, bolstering bubble bombs summon a surging blade at the location they hit, dealing Usia-aligned hydro damage based on her max HP. After unlocking the talent requires appropriate rest, using Sigewinne's elemental skill grants her the semi-strict bed rest effect for a certain duration. While this effect
Semi-strict
is active,
bed rest.
Sigewinne gains a hydro damage bonus, the number of convalescent stacks. Except for Sigewinne
I do
herself,
like playing
when a nearby
Yanfei.
off-field party member's
Yanfei
elemental
actually
skill
is a
deals
very fun
damage,
player to
a stack of convalescence
character
is
to play.
consumed to increase the damage dealt in this instance. This effect is increased based on the amount of max HP Sigewinne has over a certain amount, and there is a limit to the damage increase that can be gained in this way.
He might feel a little prick.
With her elemental burst, Sigewinne gets out her Meripede-manufactured custom syringe and sprays forth waves of kindness and medicine, dealing continuous AoE hydro damage based on her max HP. Also, when she uses her elemental burst, she absorbs source water droplets within a certain range, up to a certain quantity. Sigewinne's treatments may be clinical, but she always delivers them with an
Restreambot
extra
says you
dose
too.
of love.
Winston NGO, why do I
After
feel like
unlocking the
half of the Natlan characters will have Bond of Life?
Oh, they might, yeah. It definitely seems like a new, what would you call it? A new mechanic to the game that they're definitely pushing.
The passive talent, detailed diagnosis, thorough treatment. Sigewinne's outgoing healing is increased by an amount based on the combined total of all party members' current bonds of life.
It works really well with
There is a
Cloran.
limit
I really
to
love
the
Cloran's
that
entire
can grant
kit.
this way. Sigewinne's code of conduct is pure and sincere. Aid the adorable and care for those in need. In emergency, she dedicates her heart and soul to helping her companions. Sigewinne's primary tool in combat is her elemental skill. Her bolstering bubble bombs not only bop enemies as they bounce between them, but also heal other party members, allowing them to focus on the fight. With her talent semi-strict bed rest, her allies' elemental skill damage can be boosted even while they're off the field. When energy is full, Sigewinne uses her elemental burst to deliver a strong dose of medicine to enemies in front, dealing AoE hydro damage, giving these wayward patients the treatment they deserve. Though I
Wayward
do
patience.
trust Wriothesley, and he often tells me not to worry about Sigewinne, the heart is as disinclined to stop caring as a spring is to cease flowing. Indeed, it is a responsible guardian's duty to care about their children, and yet I do not find this duty burdensome.
Yeah, the
Rather,
voice
it is a
actor for
source of
Nervalet is
profound
very
delight.
good.
Sigewinne always wears a bright smile when she comes to see me, I only hope she is just as happy when I cannot see her. This gave me cause to reflect on what it means to be a family, and I believe I have reached a verdict. Parents and children both need each other, and that is exactly how it should be.
We're ready, Sigewinne. What's our first mission? I found the perfect job for the traveler. First, I'd like you to lie down in this bed.
Oh no, we're a test subject. Time to run.
What for? I need you to pretend to be sick. What? Oh, is it that difficult? I thought you did a pretty good job last time. Oh, so you knew. I sure did. He was way more interesting than the usual malingering inmates, and you played along very well, Paimon. I observed you two for quite a while after that. Well, this is awkward. But why do you need us to do it again now?
Just get a prop knife and have some fake blood.
No time to explain. My next patient will be here any second. Oh, please, just do as I say.
Yeah, just put a prop knife in his gut.
Pretend like you've got a nasty headache. And throw in some dry heaving for good measure. Okay.
Hey, Doc, it's me. I'm only here because my mom won't stop pestering me about it. So annoying.
Well, your mother has enough on her plate with a busy job. Well, the last thing she needs is to worry about you being sick as well.
I know! I shouldn't treat the place like a playground. Shouldn't go swimming in the lower levels where we join up with the sea, because it'll give me a cold and distract her from her work. I thought I'd be able to have some fun here at the fortress for a few days, but it's always, don't do this and don't do that.
All right, sit yourself down and I'll take your temperature. Your fever still hasn't gone down. Well, here's your medicine. 1 cup for starters, and we'll see if it helps.
But Doc, it's so bitter. Do I really have to drink it? I mean, I'll be fine, right? I've got an uncle who caught a cold. His fever went away on its own after a couple days. Can't you just write me a note saying I'm on the mend? I just need something to keep my mom off my case.
I sure can. You're a very brave boy after all.
Huh? Brave? What makes you say that?
Well, if you want to rely on your own immune system to clear up your fever, then you'll have to tough it out like this guy. Hang in there, traveler! Are you gonna puke? Paimon can get you a paper bag!
Huh?
As long as you're tough enough to get through the nausea and dizziness caused by the high fever, you'll be right as rain after just a few days' rest.
And if I'm not tough enough?
You'll die.
Hey! Wake up! Wake up! Put it this way. At least you'll never have to see the doctor again, right?
I think maybe I'll take that medicine after all, if that's okay.
I think this is some form of child abuse. I don't think you're supposed to be making children fear dying from colds.
Oh, of course. Here, it's still warm.
It's so bitter.
Generally, you only die from stuff like colds if your immune system is already very compromised.
He really doesn't know what's good for him. The verdict came down. This Melusine is guilty. The Eudex defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melusine's medical kit. And so, the Fortress of Meripede gained a new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat. even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused
Right
her
on a
treatment.
11234 says my PC is
She
generating
treated
so
more
much
and
dust.
more patients, and her
It
sentence
is.
grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either. Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location
Right on a
seemed familiar, and
11234
when
says
she
it's all over
arrived,
my right
an
side
old
of my
lady
desk
was
now.
waiting for her. She saw right through the
That's
Melusine's
odd.
disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a question.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melusine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years, Sigewinne, and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all
Oh, so that
these
was her
years.
childhood friend.
I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how? I was no longer a Melusine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melusine? I remember the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sigewinne. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melusines. And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melusine.